everyone. I hope everybody is safe and well. We're going to be starting at 5 minutes past the hour, which is just in a few moments. So we're going to watch a very short video and then we are going to be underway. I'm also going to post the video that I'm about to play in the chat area, just so that you have access to it. I know it's a very popular video, the one you're about to watch. So let me get this over to you.
Most people
Now. Oh.
Most people.
Okay, that should be with you now. Let's watch the video right now.
Most people work every day. They exchange time for money, and still it's not enough at the end of the month. Not because they are lazy, but because they lack a functioning system. Trading, crypto, investments. For many, that sounds like risk, stress, something you have to constantly understand, monitor, and control yourself. But what if that's not necessary? Xfusion is an all-in-one platform that gives you access to professional copy trading and much more. Specifically, this means experienced traders actively trade in the markets. Their trades are automatically copied to your account. You make no decisions. You analyze no charts. You follow a clear, structured strategy. Your money is not with Xfusion, but with a regulated broker. You retain control at all times. You can start or stop strategies, withdraw profits daily, or let your capital grow long-term. Everything transparent, everything traceable. Additionally, Xfusion bundles further components, payment cards, future crypto exchange services, education, and an integrated affiliate system. Everything in one place. You benefit from the entire system. No 10 platforms, no confusion, one clear access. And yes, trading is not magic. There are risks, but there are also rules, risk management, and clear structures. Xfusion is not a promise of wealth. It is a professional infrastructure for your money to work differently than just sitting in an account. If you are ready to at least take a look, then get informed. Because the difference does not start with money, but with the decision.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is safe and well. Apologies if that if the audio was distorted. It sounded distorted my end, but maybe it came through clearly your end. But I have posted the video in the chat, so you can watch that at your leisure. A massive warm welcome. We are in for a fantastic Zoom call. I'm very, very excited to present this evening. This is one of two presentations I'm going to be doing this week, today and Thursday. I normally do them every day, apart from Friday and Saturday. But we have the World Cup semi-finals this week, and then the finals on Sunday, which is at the exact time that I do this call. So I think it goes without saying, there won't be calls on those days. So there's no call tomorrow, Wednesday, and Sunday. I'm here today and Thursday. All of that being said, a massive warm welcome. I can see that we still have people coming into the room. I believe that we're going to have record numbers this evening, and we are going to get underway right now.
Recording in progress.
A massive warm welcome to everybody on the call, and thank you for accepting your invitation to step into the corporate world. At the end of the presentation, I'm going to send you a free ebook directly, no strings attached, and that is valued at $199. My name is Dr. D. Selassie. I'm your host and presenter for this evening. I'll introduce myself more formally in just a few moments. But until then, let me introduce you to Infinite Wealth Alliance. We work behind the scenes. And what we do is we work with other organizations in the financial market space to build systems for the community to make money. Not just any kind of money, but my favorite kind of money. And that is passive. Passive income is by far my favorite type of income. And that's because I've had all types of incomes, including the regular and the typical earned income, where we exchange our time for money. I used to be a school teacher, and exchanging time for money is all good and well. We've all been there. We've all exchanged our time for money. We work 8 hours, we get paid for 8 hours, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, there is a fundamental flaw in that model. And the flaw is that there's only 24 hours in the day. So if we are relying on exchanging our time for money, then we're going to have a cap. We're going to reach a ceiling. There's only so much time that we can sell. And that is why I encourage every single person, especially every single person on this call, make it your mission to have at least one form of passive income. Even if it's not this, just make it your mission. If the only thing that you do following this call is make it your mission to have passive income, then I'm a happy man. I really am. I'm a advocate for passive income. I believe that everybody should have at least one source of passive income. We should never rely on a single source of income, but in particular, if that source of income is active income, exchanging time for money, we shouldn't rely on that form of income. We should be making an investment to create a second source. Not said by me, but said by Warren Buffett, an American multi-billionaire. And he also said this. Warren Buffett also said this. He said, unless we find ways to make money whilst we are sleeping, we will continue to work for money until the very day that we die. We have to find ways to make money when we're sleeping. So this is what we do as an organization. We look at the financial markets, and in particular, we look at the foreign exchange market, which, by the way, is measured at $7 trillion on a daily basis. We then look at the blockchain industry, which is measured at $1 trillion. So together, we have a combined $7 trillion. And traditionally, myself and my colleagues, we have traded manually. You see, when you have a financial market that's producing $8 trillion on a daily basis, you kind of make it your sole mission to find ways to extract money from that market. And traditionally, that has always been a manual process. So me and my colleagues, we would wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we would spend 8 hours a day looking at 8 screens, looking for trade setups. It's called trading. And whilst, it was a fun experience, we learned a lot, it's very stressful. Anyone who manually trades will tell you it's very, very stressful. And of course, we're human beings. We have human emotions. We can get greedy. We can do all these things. So about 2 years ago, my colleagues and I said, what if we could automate the process? What if we could use technology to make it easier and more automated and more consistent for people to make money? And we started working with other organizations, and we looked at fintech organizations, financial technology. Then we looked at brokers that were using AI. And together we were able to solve this problem. And now we bring to you fully automated systems that allow you to make money passively. Passive income, cash flow. That is what you're here to learn about today. You're here to learn about how we can give you and provide to you a good, solid passive income, real cash flow. And conservatively, we are returning to our customers between 3 to 7% or more each and every single week. It's actually more, but I'm being conservative. So at this juncture, I want to congratulate you. I would like to congratulate you because just by making this decision, if you know anything about energy, about vibration, about frequency, you will know that everything starts in the mind. You know that everything starts with a decision. And you are now aligned to a frequency of wealth, abundance, and prosperity. Money flows to you easily and effortlessly in larger and larger amounts from multiple sources and on an ongoing basis. Take a picture of this of the disclaimer if you so wish. But in essence, the best thing to remember is that past performance does not guarantee or is not indicative of future results. So today, let me be crystal clear about what you are going to see. I want to be so clear that I'm going to show you this same slide at the end. And I want you to tell me at the end whether you've seen these features. You see, I want to show you excellent results. I want to show you excellent risk management. I want to show you excellent consistency. And I want to show you a real long-term solution. That's what I want to show you today. This is blowing up around the world. We are currently on a world tour. I'm just back from Montagu, which is just outside of Cape Town in South Africa. I was hosted there by King Roger, Justin and their families, and it was absolutely incredible. And come and see excitement. We did two events, some trainings, and the whole of Montagu and Cape Town are on fire right now. Currently, we are 600 and no, sorry, let me take that back. We reached the million customer mark last week. We are now over 1 million customers around the world. This is blowing up so fast. My next stop is Philippines, Manila, I believe in Philippines. But we could be coming to a town or city near you. So look out in this presentation for excellent results, excellent risk management, excellent consistency, and a real long-term solution. Okay, so now guys, let me introduce you to the company that you are going to be signing up with. You are going to be joining a company called xfusion. It's a fusion of energy, knowledge, and capital. You see, xfusion is an ecosystem. When you join, you're going to be joining xfusion, and by joining xfusion, you will automatically be connected to three money making systems. And I'm going to explain all the systems for you right now on this call. Let me introduce you to the xfusion leadership team. And we come from all around the world. Obviously, myself, I'm based in London, but I'm hardly ever in London because of xfusion. I have to travel around the world, doing road shows and so on and so forth. But I'm not complaining. It's an amazing, amazing platform, and I love every single moment. But we have people from around the world. You know, Benjamin is German. Michael's German. We have Russians here. Shakwa is from Bangladesh. Alicia's from the United States. My sister Buki, she is all the way in Nigeria. Guys, we are all over the globe, and we're not just here to teach you about finances. We're here to teach you about mindset, about real transformational coaching. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, guys, just a tiny, tiny bit about me so that we're not strangers. My name is Dr. D. Selassie. I am an academic. I'm also the founder of Infinite Wealth Alliance. I'm based in the UK, but I travel around the world as a trainer, as a speaker, and as a wealth coach. I made my name in the UK through property. You can see one of my organizations on your screen right now. We are based in Mayfair, London, and we do the typical that you can see on your screen. We put up flats or apartments, typically 9 flats, 3 commercial units, and we do this around the country. And I share this with you because it's through the process of trading and making money in this industry that I'm sharing with you today that I'm able to facilitate my property projects. And I also share this with you as a forward game plan. that when you make your money with us, you should be thinking about how you can make more money, how you can make that money make more money. You should be looking for a secondary project because, hey, it's not just about making passive income, it's about making our money work hard. That's the bigger message. How hard are we making our money work? So yes, we can make your money work here and you're gonna have a great time, but then what are you doing next? And that's part of the coaching that we do to really help you transition into being a multi-entrepreneur, but also having several sources of passive income. We're not just here to have one or two. We should be having at least, seven sources of income coming to us from different directions. You know, you are now aligned to a frequency of wealth, abundance, and prosperity. Money should be flowing to you from multiple sources in larger and larger amounts. So, all of that being said, guys, it was when I was a school teacher. So 15 years ago, I was a secondary school teacher and I loved my job, but I was broke. I was broke, busted, and disgusted. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was just working to pay the bills until I was introduced to this industry that you can see on your screen. And please do not panic because you don't have to do what I did. I had to learn this from scratch. I had to put in the work. You guys don't have to do any of that. I'm a bit jealous. I'm a bit envious. If you knew what we went through, my colleague is on the call, Goshia. She one of the leaders in the organization and one of the senior leaders in IWA. And she will tell you how we really suffered. Learning how to trade and then maintaining that level of discipline is not easy, guys. But you've come in at a really good time because now we're in a completely different era. When we first started trading, AI was not a thing like it is now. Now the AI systems that we have is truly, truly, truly remarkable. Honestly, I think we're all blown away, right? I think we are all blown away by the power of AI. Whenever I go on social media, there's always people using AI and so on and so forth. And for that reason, we have to turn our attention into how can we utilize AI and fintech to make money. Here's a question for you. Why are we still working our fingers to the bone? Why are we still doing that when we don't have to? Let me say that again for the people at the back. Maybe you've just finished a hard day working, a hard day's labor, whatever it may be. Guys, I'm not discouraging you from doing that. That is not my message. My message is do not rely on that. That's the danger. What if you get laid off and that's your only source of income? When you could be building another source of income. Some of our members, they have replaced their income with this model, or they have supplemented. They now have extra coming in at the end of the month. Wouldn't it be nice to have an extra $300 at the end of the month, an extra $400? That's what we're doing for our members. And that's why I say this is impact, real impact, impact over income, people before profits, the mission before any commission. You see, today, ladies and gentlemen, you are here to hear information, and information changes situations. Let me say that again for the people at the back. Information changes situations, and it can lead to a revelation that can ultimately result in your elevation. So, guys, we are talking about the world's biggest and largest financial market. It's not only large, but it's liquid. You can cash out very quickly at any time and get your money pretty much immediately. This is why people love this industry. It's open 24 hours a day. The only problem is that manually, it's very hard to conquer this industry manually. But with AI, it's a game changer. Fintech and AI has really changed the game when it comes to this industry. You see, for far too long, myself, Goshia, and the team, we struggled um, training people because you can train somebody until you're blue in the face. Emotions are emotions. You can have somebody pass your trading course, but when they go it alone and it's just them and their PC or them and their phone, it's a completely different ball game. Emotions are real. Do you know some people are greedy? Do you know some people revenge trade? There's all kinds of emotionally led activity that AI simply does not have to worry about. Do you think AI gets greedy? Do you think AI gets emotional? No, it just executes. And that's what I love. You see, for far too long, 95% of retail traders would just lose money. Before AI, this is what trading looked like. Most people lost money. Or this is what it would look like. Somebody would win money, win money, win money, and then lose money and then lose the whole thing. So people will just be up and they'll be down. No more. Now we are living in a state of consistency. Can somebody just write the word consistency in the chat box? I don't mind if it's just one person. I just want to see the word consistency in the chat box. I like the way it looks and I like what it represents. You see, another problem that we have is a low starting capital. Thank you, Sheriff. I've seen that. Thank you, Sheriff. I've just seen that consistency. Is a low starting capital. You see, most people, they have a low starting capital. They start, but the capital's small. It's very, very small. And it's not their fault. It's because, remember, I said trading is hard. So part of the hardness of trading is that you need capital. And quite often, the capital that you have is not enough. Let me explain what I mean. Let's say you start with $1,000, and let's say you are lucky enough to make 10% a month. And guys, trust me when I say, if somebody is producing 10% a month consistently in trading, then they're one of the best traders in the world. So now we have a situation where we're making $100 a month without compounding. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think that is going to cut it. For somebody living in the UK, $100 a month is not going to cut it at all. At all, at all, at all, at all. So we want to help you with that problem. We're going to help you by giving you a boost. We want to boost your capital in such a way that is going to blow your mind. So stay tuned. I'm going to tell you how we're going to boost your deposit. When you deposit, we're going to enlarge you in such an incredible, incredible way. So, guys, if it's okay with you, I want to get into the nitty gritty of the conversation. Let's talk about fintech, financial technology. You see, financial technology has really changed the game for financial endeavors, because financial endeavors used to be a very manual process. Now the technology has changed the game. The technology I'm going to show you now is called copy trading, and it's a way for you to take a shortcut to success. In fact, you can copy your way to success. And here's the thing, it's okay to be a copycat as long as you are copying the right cat. Let me say that again because I like the way it sounds. It's okay to be a copycat as long as you are copying the right cat. So, guys, let me introduce you to copy trading. This is financial technology. You are the blue figure on the left hand side, and you have an account with a broker. You have an account with a broker. And in this space, a broker is an intermediary. And an intermediary is, an entity that sits in the middle and gives you access to something. So we want access to the financial markets. We cannot do that directly. We have to use a broker. Now, guys, let me reassure you that whenever IWA partner with a broker, you best believe that we not just do our due diligence, but we form good, strong bonds with the brokerages. We have we build an in-person relationship, and we do all the checks and balances that you'd expect for an organization like IWA. So we're in very good hands with this broker. I'm going to introduce you to them on the next slide. And I want you to also know that brokers they are like banks. They're like banks in the sense that you deposit your money to the broker, and brokers obviously have bank accounts attached to them, like any other business. You're actually depositing really to a bank account, if that makes sense. So the bank account is connected to the broker. The bank accounts for our broker are based in Switzerland. However, brokers are also like banks because they are held to the same standard as banks. To be an official broker, you must be licensed and you must be regulated and you must be insured. And this is the difference between this industry and maybe the crypto blockchain industry. The crypto blockchain industry is great, but it's not regulated. People are calling for regulation, but it's not regulated right now. And that's why we're seeing so many crazy scams and Ponzi schemes, because it's like the wild, wild west. But in Forex, it's way more governed. When you're licensed and regulated, you have, organizations that are, doing what they should be doing. And so should they. I welcome this level of regulation, and I actually call for regulation in the crypto industry. I'm a lone voice. I know most people want to stay decentralized, but I think it's too dangerous personally, and I think there's too much harm done in that industry. But that's a discussion for another day. Back to the broker, because again, when we're in this space, we are dealing with a professional organization who are licensed and regulated, and the company, the broker that we are assigned to, are called Tag Markets. The official company name is TM Tag Markets, TM Financials Limited, and they are licensed and regulated by the Financial Services Commission. Guys, if I had a pound for every time somebody would message me and say, "Hey, I can't find the license or this and that," guys, the license is right there on the website. Anyone can go to it anytime. Just make sure that you're typing T.M Financials Limited, and you see them right there. They are licensed and regulated by the Financial Services Commission in Mauritius, but they also won an award for being one of the fastest growing brokers in the world. When I first took a screenshot of this slide, we were 650,000 members. Last Thursday, when I was flying, no, whenever it was, when I was flying out to Cape Town, was when I got the message that we are now at 1 million customers. 1 million customers in just under 3 years. You have to ask yourself, what is going on? Why is this company blowing up so much? And yes, the copy trading is a major part of it. Yes, we have people manually trading here as well. But one of the biggest reasons is the amplified capital boost. Remember, I told you that we want to boost your deposit. We want to boost your capital. Let me explain what I mean by that right now. So, um, let me tell you the standard product, and then I'll come on to the promotional product that you can have if you sign up before the end of this month. But the standard product is called 12x. Can somebody write 12x in the chat for me, please? 12 and x. 12x is our standard product, and it means that we will multiply your deposit by 12. Whatever you start with, we will multiply it by 12. So let me give you an example. If you start with $1,000, then you have $12,000. If you start with $10, you have $120. Whatever number you place in your calculator, simply multiply it by 12. Thank you for everybody that put a 12x in the chat. Now, that's all good and well, but I really want you to understand how we are able to do this. This is not a gimmick. This is very much real. And we have real customers benefiting from this each and every single week. It's very impactful. And I also want you to see how clever this is. You see, we have created what we call a win-win-win. In fact, can somebody just write the words win-win-win? Win 3 times. Because it's the win-win-win that makes this so incredible. And when you see the win-win win nature of what I'm about to show you, you're going to become very excited. I can see, wow, this is the most energetic that I've seen the chat box today. I'm sure Goshia, my panelist this evening, is just as shocked. Maybe I should have opened with this. I should have opened the call and asked you all to just type win 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 because you guys seem to love that phrase. I don't blame you. Let me carry on. Guys, this is how we're able to 12x you. We are working with tier one liquidity providers. I was so happy to see this when I went to Dubai for the first time to the headquarters to meet the team and do my due diligence. I was so happy to see these contracts in place because I've worked with tier one liquidity before. Last year, I was the vice president of sales for Axis Markets in London, and we worked with liquidity. So I understood the model. When Goshia brought it to me, she didn't have to explain much because I understand the model. I've worked with this model before. And here are examples of tier one liquidity. Here are examples of tier one liquidity. Guys, any questions that you have, please use the Q&A button. Apologies, I didn't introduce it before. But if you look at your toolbar, there is a Q&A section. Okay, many of you are putting questions in the chat. They will not get answered because they will be lost. On my end, I have lots of numbers flying in, win, 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 12x. You can imagine your messages will just get lost. So please use the Q&A section. I will go through each and every single question at the end of the call. Guys, on your screen right now, you can see the organizations that feed tier one liquidity. And liquidity is funding. It's a funding, it's a loan. These companies, Barclays Bank, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, Bank of America, this is their business. They loan money to other financial markets companies in the form of liquidity. It's slightly different than a loan. It's called liquidity. It's to help companies become liquid, to facilitate, to get the wheels turning in their business. And companies like Tag Markets can receive billions in liquidity. It's very normal. The only difference is brokers normally use liquidity in other areas. I've seen them use it for marketing and maybe for technology. But this is the first time I've seen a broker use liquidity in such a clever way. Let me come back to the win-win-win. This is clearly a win for the liquidity providers because of course, with a good system, their money should be returned with interest. So they are, of course, very happy. It's also a win for tag markets to use the liquidity in this way because now they can blow up very fast. Who is not going to want 12x? Who's not going to want that kind of situation? So it's very popular for people to come and get their liquidity loans in this way. And of course, the whole thing still needs to make sense. So far, we know that there are tier one liquidity providers that provide funding in the billions. And we know that it's made tag markets very popular. But how about us? How do we win? Well, firstly, we need to win from the trading. The trading needs to be excellent. And I'm going to show you excellent trading results in just a moment. Okay. So the results are good because of the AI and because of the fintech. So that's great. But in order for this to be signed off, because we have a win-win-win, but it still needs to be signed off by the regulators. So in order to be signed off, there needs to be one rule. And I think that you will appreciate this rule because it makes this rule completely bulletproof for everybody. Bulletproof for the tier one liquidity providers, bulletproof for tag markets, and also bulletproof for us as well. So let me explain the one rule. The rule, whether you are manually trading or auto trading, is that you cannot lose more than 10% of your overall account. Okay. Now, let me give you an example. If you start with $1,000, you multiply it by 12, you now have $12,000. If you lose 10%, that would be 1,200, which is what you came in with plus 20%. Now, the good news is that nobody has ever blown an account. And the reason why is because the AI trades in such an elite way that it never goes below 1% in drawdown. In fact, the system I'm going to show you today has never gone below 0.5%. So do you think we're worried about 10%? No, not at all. Again, past performance does not guarantee future results, but past performance does make us very comfortable. And as I said, the system is impeccable. So, that being said, guys, can somebody write 24x in the chat for me, please? Because until the 31st of July, 2026, the end of this month, which is just over half, we're just under halfway, right? Yeah, we're just under halfway. You're able to get 24x. I can see the chat box is going crazy right now. 24x has got you guys going crazy. I've just left South Africa. South Africa is on fire right now. There is fire on the mountain. They took me to the top of one of the biggest mountains in Montagu, and it was an experience. But on that fire, we had some revelations. And guys, let me tell you, South Africa is on fire, and so is the rest of the world. So is the rest of the world. We are in, I think, pretty much every country right now. When I look at the leaderboard that sometimes I put in the group, you can see that we are everywhere right now. So, guys, one of the reasons why we're blowing up so fast is the 24x. Can you believe that people are able to 24x their deposit? So if you start with 1,000, you now have 24,000. Guys, this is incredible. And this is just using more of the liquidity. The only one rule you need to be aware of is you have a 5% drawdown limit with the 24x. So if you start with 1,000, you now have 24,000. If you lose 5%, that is again 1,200. What you came in with plus 20%. So you can start to see the pattern of the formula. Okay. But again, are we worried about that 5% when we've never breached 0.5%? And when I say, are we worried? That's not to say that, anything is a guarantee, because you cannot guarantee anything in trading. But since records began, since records began, we've never gone below 0.5%. So, you know, I'd say the data makes you comfortable. That's the best way to put it. We're not allowed to say anything like something is guaranteed. You just can't say that in this space. But guys, I'm as close to saying that as I can actually say it, if that makes sense. But this industry, there's a reason why we say things that the way that it is. So we respect that. We absolutely respect the rules of regulations. Guys, here is one of the insurances taken out by tag markets, and it's my favorite one because I'm based in London. Lloyd's of London, they are actually one of the biggest, sorry, they are the biggest insurance company in the world, bar none. They're huge. You can Google them, take a picture or a screenshot of this certificate because it shows that we are covered. And also, this insurance has been verified by the Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA, in the UK. And the insurance covers each and every single one of you up to $1 million per claim in the event of an insolvency related case. This is huge. I've never seen this before, but it goes to show the integrity, the quality, and the vision of this company. So, guys, now it's time to look at the results before we close out. I want to show you how good the system actually is. Wow, I can see we've got we've got really high numbers, not record numbers, but really high numbers today on the call. Let me log into my personal account. I'm logging in right now, guys. You can actually watch me log in. Okay. So what we're going to do now, guys, is we are going to come all the way. So you can actually sign up for free. And when you sign up, you're going to be requesting the sign up link for the person um who you can get the sign up link from the person who invited you here. and then you can ask for the 2 getting started videos. The second video starts here at the Tag Markets website, and then you're going to come all the way to copy X. Okay, you're going to come all the way to copy X, and then you're going to be presented with over 60 active strategies. Now we're going to focus on Sonic and Neo. I'm going to focus on Sonic. Your homework is to check out Neo. That's your homework. But let's go through Sonic. I'm going to teach you how to read the data so that you can read Neo at your leisure for free. So let me click on the details for Sonic. Okay, so we've got lots of information here, but I think the best thing that you can do whenever you're analyzing is to know how long the system has been running with Tag Markets. Now, Sonic has been trading for over 3 years, but if I scroll to the bottom and come to the bottom of this line graph, I now know that Sonic has been with Tag since the 17th of September 2025. Just last year, we're looking at 9.5 months ago. Now let's look at the data. In 9.5 months, they have over 320 followers. Sorry, 320,000 followers. Trading days, 193 trading days. There is no trading at the weekends. Performance fee, you keep 70% of your profits, 30% is paid as a performance fee. Minimum deposit, $10. Now it gets interesting. ROI, return on investment, 119%. That means in 9.5 months, our members, our members have made over 119%. That is incredible. In 9.5 months. Guys, is your bank giving you this kind of return? In 9.5 months, we've seen 120% almost in. That means our clients, they have more than doubled their money. If they started with $1,000, they now have $2,200 almost. They could take all that money out and ride into the sunset. You still have access to your seed. I think this is incredible. I think this is absolutely sensational. And then we have the win rate. The win rate is 86%. Guys, in trading, let me tell you, even 50% is good. 86%, which is really 87% rounded up, that represents that almost 9 out of every 10 trades are winning trades. And because we're so transparent, you can come all the way down here and see all of the historical trades. You can analyze every single trade for legitimacy. And we can see here, look, I've come on today in good faith. And I can tell you right now that the last trade that we had was a sell. Here is the open date, the closing date. Sonic only trades gold against the dollar, XAU against USD. You've got the price that the gold was sold at. And then this last trade, this very last trade, which was today, was a loss. It was a loss of $3.54. Just before this trade was another trade, and that was a win. That was $8. So can you see the ratio of the win to the loss? And look at the wins compared to losses. It just so happens that it's one of those rare times that I'm doing the call live and the last trade is a loss trade. But let's have a look at the history of the trades. Let's really look at the history here, guys. Have a look at this. Have a look at the greens. So he had that loss, but look what was before it. Win, 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 small loss, win, win. So do you see the ratio? And look at the summary. Wins 318, losses 49. Guys, my favorite statistic on your screen right now is the max drawdown. Can you see that we have never gone below 0.5%? The maximum drawdown is 0.26%. Not only are you making money, but you're making money in a very safe and secure way. Guys, if you are impressed with these results, can you just put a 777 in the chat box for me right now? Keep them coming through, guys. So, guys, you can come back and analyze Neo. I am going to click on it very quickly so that you can take a picture or a screenshot so that you've got that data for you've got that data right there. Take a picture or a screenshot of Neo. You might need this data here. Neo started on the 22nd, 21st of October last year. And then you've got all the data. Take a picture, guys. Here you go. It's all here. Everything you need for Neo's right here. Okay. All right. We're going to get back to the presentation now. Amazing. So a lot of people say, who should we go with, Neo or Sonic? Well, the reason why people choose Neo and Sonic is because of the full transparency. Every trade is trackable. It's a proven long-term performance. It's strategic and rule-based as a system. Strong risk management, controlled and stable drawdown, and a performance you can monitor at any time. So before we leave Forex, just some other things to note when it comes to Forex. We are also sending signals. This is not Sonic. This is not Neo. These are independent signals that are sent with high accuracy. These are 95% accuracy. We teach you how to take them. You're literally copying and pasting. But we had somebody turn $1,000 into $90,000 in just 4 weeks. So do not sleep on the signals, guys. And also, if you want to learn how to trade, then just know that we have free education in the Tag Markets back office. Okay, we're now at the frequently asked questions. If your question is not here, please start typing it in the Q&A section. What is the minimum deposit? $10. If you're doing the affiliate program, then you need to have $250 in your account. It doesn't have to be all at once, and that money is actually used for trading. So it's not wasted, it's not a fee. What is the minimum to withdraw? $10. What is the profit split? You keep 70% of all profit. Can I withdraw my profits at any time? When can I withdraw my profits? Anytime. Anytime. As long as you have $10, anytime. Can I withdraw my seed investment? Yes, after 30 days, because the liquidity provider allocates funds to trading. How quick are the withdrawals? Often within 1 hour, but officially 24 to 48 hours is the official time that's given. Okay, guys, so we can now clear our palette. And before we go and before we do the other questions, let's clear our palette. We are no longer talking about Forex. That is now finished. But the same concept of copy trading applies here. We are now diving into the crypto world. And when we think of crypto, we think of blockchain, Bitcoin, Ethereum. We're now in that world. So Tag Markets have now officially launched their own crypto exchange called Bit1. And remember, I said that when you sign up to xfusion, you automatically sign up to Tag, Bit1, and Bix, all three systems. So, guys, it's a crypto exchange, and I implore you to use all of the crypto services. If you are an affiliate, then anyone that uses the crypto exchanges features who's in your team, you'll be paid up to 60% of the transaction fees that are charged anyway. But Bit1 have now partnered with Endotech. Endotech are a large fintech company, and they have combined to create a very good passive income opportunity. So, first of all, I need you to know that these guys have invested over $40 million. And also they've invested $40 million and 5 years worth of research and development. And they have created an incredible money-making opportunity. So in the chat box, guys, I've posted the video, the raw video, and the video as a link as well. So you should have that now. But let's play the video right now.
What happens when two powerhouse fintech companies join forces to accomplish what's never been done before? A wave of disruptive opportunity. Bit1, an innovative, invitation-only cryptocurrency exchange with a groundbreaking affiliate, has partnered with Endotech, a world-class AI fintech leader, to deliver exclusive access to one of the most advanced AI trading systems ever created. This isn't just automated trading, it's real artificial intelligence. And this isn't just another exchange, it's a platform built by the people, for the people. With 60% of Bit1's trading, banking, and debit card fees, and 85% of Endotech's auto trading performance, all rewarded back to the community. This strategic SaaS alliance is positioned to make history. Endotech, led by financial AI pioneer Dr. Anna Becker, and her team of quant scientists, has reached a revolutionary milestone. A true artificial intelligence system capable of reading and predicting market movements with remarkable precision, delivering performance previously unseen in the financial industry. And now, anyone can participate and benefit from the results. With over 3 decades of history, backed by a global entrepreneurial community since 2021, and after 5 years of relentless innovation and over $40 million deployed into development, this next-generation AI trading system is now ready to go live to the world, and the timing couldn't be better. Endotech has officially partnered with Bit1, a powerful new crypto exchange designed for the modern entrepreneur who values passive profits, leverage, and scalability. Powered by over 1 million active members, Bit1 and Endotech together are set to disrupt multiple industries. The mission has begun. As the official and exclusive copy trading solution for Bit1 users, anyone, anywhere, can open a free account, plug into Endotech's automated trading, and enjoy passive earnings. Paired with a world-class exchange offering unlimited crypto debit cards, crypto banking, and shared revenue opportunities. Members not only benefit from AI-driven trading and premium exchange services, but those who choose to refer others can unlock multiple income streams, earning from Endotech's global performance fees, Bit1's trading fees, and even debit card and banking fees generated within their referral network. Whether your goal is simply to put your money to work or to build powerful residual income, the Bit1 Endotech Alliance represents a true marketplace disruptor. No cost to join, no monthly fees. Set up your free account today using the referral link provided by the person who shared this video, and get ready to experience financial innovation like never before.
Amazing, amazing. The only thing I need to add to that video are the results. So on your screen right now, you can see the results for the system you've just learned about. So take a picture or a screenshot. You also have the video as well. So please do click that link so you've got the video. It's a very, very good video, especially for those of you who are partners, affiliates. That's a great video. These results are fantastic. They date all the way back to 2017. The return on investment is between 150% to 250% per year. A truly outstanding investment system, fully automated. So guys, that is it for bit one. And I now have just under a couple of minutes to talk to you about the debit card. This debit card is going to be great for your business. It's a debit card that allows you to send, receive, and spend money effortlessly. You can, of course, send your money back to your bank account or to your crypto wallet. But with one click, you can send your profits to your Visa card, your Bix Visa card, making it easy for you to spend your profits. You can have a virtual card or a physical card. Key features, you can use your card with Apple Pay, Google Pay. There are no spending limits. You can spend $1 or $1 million. It's easy to store your crypto, your assets, and spend your crypto in the real world. Near instant load times and no load fees. There is a premium service with a subscription fee, but this is completely optional. And if you are an affiliate, then you can actually make passive income with the debit cards, because Visa have agreed to pay you into our compensation plan up to 60% of the transaction fees that they make anyway. And now you're getting that money. So imagine your organization, hundreds of people making money from tag markets and copy X, making money from Bit1 and Endotech, and then they're spending their profits on their Visa card, and you're making passive income from Visa. It's a truly outstanding part of the ecosystem. And that is the ecosystem complete, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. I have alluded to an affiliate model, and the affiliate model is a way for you to partner with us, to become our partner. We call it a home business plan. We are digital entrepreneurs helping to grow the business. We give you full training. But before that, guys, let me share with you a 5-minute video for you to learn all about this system, all about how to make money as an affiliate. Please click the link that you can see right now. Click that link, and then it will take you to YouTube, where you can, I don't know, copy the link from YouTube or save it. But it's a good watch. We have over 1,000 people making more than $10,000 a month. We've got a handful of people making more than $100,000 a month. It's very, very, very lucrative. So I've given you the video for tag markets, and now I'm going to give you the video for Bit1. Bit1 have their own compensation plan, their own business model. So there you go. You've now got both links there for the affiliate program. Guys, the affiliate plan is incredible. And as I said, full training is given. Don't miss out on that. So we have been reviewing passive income cash flow systems returning between 3 to 7% a week or more. And I did explain that at the end of the presentation, I would be showing you these points. I want to know in the chat box with an 888 if you have seen these features. Excellent results, excellent risk management, excellent consistency, and a real long-term solution. Give me an 888 if you believe that you have seen these features. And this has now obviously been insured as well with Lloyd's of London, giving you coverage of up to $1 million in the event of an insolvency related case. So guys, again, excellent results, excellent risk management, excellent consistency, and a real long-term solution. Keep the eights coming through. Keep them coming through like you kept the wins. They were coming through for a long time. So a massive thank you, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. I believe that you have earned your free ebook. So let me get that to you right now. Your free ebook should be coming your way. Here it is. Understand Forex and Trade. It's a PDF, and that should be with you right now, guys. There you go. Take your free ebook. Also, if you get opportunity to follow me on Instagram, here is my Instagram handle. You can actually just click the link and it will take you straight to my Instagram. But the handle is King Selassie _ with the verified blue tick. Nothing changes if nothing changes, but everything can change right now. You don't have to be great, guys, to get started in this, but you do need to start in order to be great. Your current situation doesn't have to be your final destination, but everything changes right now. If you don't come from a wealthy family, this is an opportunity to let a wealthy family come from you, because today you are one decision away from a brand new life. The only thing that you need to do is reach back to the person who invited you here, say thank you to them, and then ask for their getting started link and the 2 getting started videos. Before I go into the Q&A, I want to thank every single one of you for your time, and I see you all at the very, very top.